Hola amigos y amigas, I am Leila, also known as Ms. Bohemia. And I'm here a little heartbroken because this is a bittersweet situation. It's kind of like screwing with my head. This, as you know by the title, is the bleach bath video. But unfortunately, you don't get to see me do the bleach bath, even though I did tape it a month ago, almost to the day a month ago. So that's why you see my growth, where I bleached my hair and I did the bleach bath that I had talked about in my original bleach video. I filmed every step of the process. I filmed a takeaway. I showed my hair before and after. I did all of that. I transferred the video to my laptop, and then, like I said in a few previous videos, it's been very crazy at work. I work in social media for a global nonprofit, so I've been dealing with a slew of pictures and videos coming in, and so when I use them and I don't need them anymore, I delete them off my laptop, and I think I deleted my raw footage of the bleach bath. Given the nature of a bleach bath and what it does to the hair, I will not be doing any more bleach baths, so I have no footage to show you. I'm not going to risk my hair and put it through the ringer, and so here I am talking my way through it. That's what this video is about: how to bleach bath. The process of a bleach bath is also known as soap capping, and it's a process that's supposed to be pretty much a diluted bleach job that is supposed to lift the hair in a more gentle manner than bleach. I use short scuff, and with short scuff you can lift up to 9 levels. With a bleach bath you should be able to do like about a level and a half to 2 levels, although I am guessing that with short scuff, unless you really dilute it, you can lift way more than that with a bleach bath. So let's start from the beginning. For all the how-tos and what to do's and what not to do's and all the in-depth details of bleaching the hair, which would also apply to the bleach bath process, watch the video that I linked to in the cards and in the description box below about the bleaching process. It's my most lengthy video. I really think that if this is something you're thinking of doing, it's worth watching. I think it's one of the most in-depth, exhaustive, detailed videos that you'll find on YouTube. I really did my research and I couldn't find anything that answered all of my questions, so I really tried to give that to you guys, and so this is kind of a little bit of an extension to that. I wasn't crazy about the ends of my hair being darker than the rest of my hair. Obviously, those areas of my hair are older growth. The farther out you go from the roots, the older the history of the hair, the more the hair has to tell, the deeper its story. And so part of my story was just their hair journey of different colorists and whatnot, until I had found my colorist that took me to the blonde I liked, and now I'm doing my own blonde at home. This was the old story. It was a darker blonde. I didn't like it. Ideally, if you can wait and you don't need to bleach bath and take matters into your own hands, it's better to just let the hair grow out and just chop it off eventually with your trims. I know the risks associated with it, and so I figured the best time to do it is now while my hair is short, before I get length. But I just had the itch to try it once on my own at home, and I did. The thing that I was having the biggest hardship with in my research was not finding anything super accurate as to the proportions or how exactly to mix up the bleach bath. I jumped from YouTube video to YouTube video to YouTube video, not because I use YouTube as a source of authority at all. I was hoping to find more videos about the process from actual stylists, and I didn't see any. If you see any, linked it below. I would love to know and maybe get better insight. But I wasn't able to find anyone that went in depth. What proved to be my final resource, and I really recommend this website, is Bellatory.com. They were very helpful when I was doing my research on the whole bleach process. They were the most helpful when I was doing my research for the bleach bath process, for the toning process. They've been a gold mine. I've seen different stylists and different people on YouTube and in different sources online recommend a 1:1:1 ratio. I say 3 numbers because the very basic, most rudimentary components of a bleach bath are using your bleach powder, your developer, and shampoo. A lot of people that I saw were doing a 1:1:1 ratio. What Bellatory.com recommended and made the most sense to me is you mix your bleach to the ratio that it's supposed to be mixed in. And so I use Blonde Me by Short Scuff. The bleach powder and the 20 volume developer, they recommend a ratio of 1 bleach to a range of 1.5 to 2.5 developer, and so I just keep it simple and I go in the middle and I do 1 bleach to 2 developer. That's what I do when I bleach my roots, and that's what I decided to do for the bleach bath process. And then I mix it with a 1 ratio of shampoo. And then when I was mixing it, I got a little nervous, so I added a little more shampoo. So maybe it made it up to a 1.5. So maybe I did a 1 to 2 to 1.5. But then that portion is up to you. This stuff is really strong. I highly recommend that you follow all the prep for the hair that I talk about in my other video. Make sure your hair is at its healthiest, at its strongest before you delve in with any type of chemical treatment, bleaching, whatever you're doing to your hair, but especially bleaching. How I started the process, because I do need to do my roots and I didn't want to waste time or risk my hair by doing a bleach bath on a day where I wasn't doing the roots, and then what if I get it in the roots and I screw up the color, etc. So I went on ahead and I did my whole root bleaching process, mixed the bleach up, and all of that is detailed in my other video. My daughter applied it for me. I normally leave it on my hair from 40 to 45 minutes. So the plan was the last 10 minutes to jump in there and mix the bleach bath solution. Again, to recap, 1 bleach powder to 2 developer to 1.5 shampoo or more if you want to dilute it more. I dampened my hair because they do recommend that you do it on wet hair. I mixed the mixture, applied it like I would a shampoo into my hair very quickly. I put the cap back on because I had a cap on my hair. I was super cautious. I'm already lifted to level 9. Or 10, I don't know, definitely a 9. My hair has been pushed to the extreme. The fact that I was doing a bleach bath on it was probably not the wisest thing to do, but I wanted to do it. With that, I had to understand that leaving it on for any prolonged amount of time could damage my hair, ravage it, completely destroy it, break it off, like the damage that I went through in 2019. And I didn't want to go through that ever again. So I just left it on for the minimum that I thought was safe, which was about 5 minutes. By the time I jumped into the shower, it probably became 7 minutes. That was it. Washed it off. I have since had a trim because that was part of my plan. It had been 8 months since I had cut my hair, which was really when I had big chopped. My hair needed a trim. After the bleach bath, I followed the process. I toned my hair. I'm not at my optimum tone. Stay tuned because there is a toner video coming. I've partially filmed it. It's chronicling my journey through toner, and you'll have to watch it to see what color I end up with if I fine-tune that part of my process. But the after effects of the bleach bath for me, having left it in my hair for 5 to 7 minutes, and given the fact that I already have a very highly lifted, pushed to the extreme hair that thankfully is healthy, but I really put in my work to keep my hair as healthy as I can, given its bleach blonde state, right? And so that's crucial. And that's why I think my hair did as well as it could have done under the circumstances, but I still suffered some breakage. I anticipated that the older hair was more damaged, it was more brittle, and so I already knew I'm going to be trimming my hair. Better to do the bleach bath before because maybe I just have to trim more. I don't want to trim before and then have to go again and pay double for one cut, right? That's what I did. And these are the results. I feel like I have that blonder look that I wanted. My curls are healthy. They remain honestly intact. I still suffer minimal breakage. So my plan is in a month's time, because I bleach my hair every 2 months. I will not be doing another bleach bath ever again. I don't need it. But in a month's time, when I do touch up my roots, then maybe a week or 2 after that, I'm going to go in for another trim just to make sure I don't have any breakage traveling up my hair, damaging my hair. So for a while, it's not going to feel like I'm experiencing optimal growth, and that's fine. As long as I maintain the health of my hair, then it was a worthy experiment. In hindsight, I don't know if I would have done it, honestly, but my hair appears to be doing well. I do worry sometimes from some of the breakage. If you're gonna jump into this, do your research. Do watch my previous video, but don't take that as your end-all be-all. Do your own research. If you have questions, ask me if I can help. I'm more than happy to, but definitely don't jump into this blind. Be aware of what you're getting into. Be aware of how serious these products that we're using are. They're heavy duty things that you're using. You will have the full scope of everything by watching my bleach video. I think I covered everything. I'm sorry I don't get to show it to you. I really had taped it and I'm heartbroken that I deleted it. But since it's not something I can recreate, this is the next best thing. I still wanted to share what I experienced, my takeaway. Anything I have mentioned that requires a website or a link will be linked to below. I appreciate your tuning in. Stay tuned for more. Ciao for now.